What's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. We're gonna jump into the warm-up first, and then we'll start talking about the workout today. All right, so today we've got 3 sets. Just make your way through these 4 movements 3 times, and you'll be plenty warm enough going into the workout. So to start out with, we got 10 arm swings. That's gonna be up and down and side to side. So just straight from your sides, up and down, try to keep that rib cage down as you go overhead, and then just kind of hugging yourself, overlapping left over right, and then switching it every time you go over, okay? 10 trunk twists. Just try to get your feet kind of under your hips, maybe a little bit wider, and you're just gonna let those arms come out to the side, kind of go up on the toe a little bit. As you go side to side, just wanna loosen up the core a little bit so you're not starting it real tight. All right, from there, 10 leg swings, and this is per leg. You can do it kind of just standing still, opposite hand, opposite foot. If you want to kind of hold on to a wall or a post or anything that you can to keep your balance, then that can be helpful as well. Like I said, 10 on the right and then 10 on the left. And from there, we just have a 20-second squat hold, okay? So we're gonna go down to the bottom of the squat. You wanna still hold some tension, not just completely flop to the bottom. So sitting down in the squat, hands out in front of you, maybe holding a little something if you need help counterbalancing so you don't fall back. But 20-second hold, and then come back out of it, make your way through that 3 times. All right, guys, so for the workout, we got a little bit of a different style. We're just working on a lot of core work. It's gonna be pretty exhausting, and I'll explain how it's gonna work. So you're pretty much 4 total time going through this once, okay? How it's gonna work is you're gonna start with this 2-minute plank, all right? The idea is you are trying to complete these planks as unbroken as possible, okay? If you need to take a little bit of a rest within the work portion, that's fine, but that doesn't count as your rest time, that's just on you, okay? So you can see here 1 minute of rest after every plank. So after this 2 minutes of plank, you are gonna get a 1 minute rest period. If you broke in the middle between these minutes for 15 seconds or so, that's fine, but you still have to do that 1 minute rest once you complete, okay? Once that rest is up, then you would go to your side plank on the left side, do the whole minute, whether you have to break it up or not, and then go into another full minute rest, okay? So I hope that makes sense. What this is gonna look like is that first 2-minute plank is we're gonna start on our elbows, on the ground, in this good plank position that we're used to, okay? Trying to keep that midline nice and straight and engaged, and not trying to let the hips sag or pike up as we get tired, okay? So right here, shooting for 2 minutes straight if possible, and then taking a rest for that 1 minute. Once that 1 minute rest is up, I'm gonna start on my left side. So still from the elbow, stacked that elbow directly under the shoulder, and then feet on feet, trying to keep that midline nice and straight. You can reach up to the ceiling with the opposite hand if you want, okay? And this is gonna be the same position once we finish that minute, and then take the minute of rest. Same thing, just switching over to the other arm and doing that same exact hold. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit repetitive, but it's gonna be a really great workout for the core. Make sure you are keeping track of your own time, because like I said, after every minute of work or 2 minutes of work, you're gonna take that 1 minute mandatory rest, even if you had to build in a little bit of rest on your own, all right? All right, y'all, go ahead and put your scores in Sugar WOD, and then once you do so, we can get into the after party, okay? So we just have 2 minutes of a down dog hold, and then 1 minute of an up dog hold. But when you're in that down dog, I want you to do some moving around to make sure you're getting a little bit more stretch up, okay? So pressing up into that pike position, just hold here and really press the chest back to the shoulders for a little bit. After a little while, you can kind of start to pedal out the feet, driving the heels down to get a stretch through the back of the legs. And then even just kind of taking the hips side to side, moving back and forth, just to kind of loosen up after all those plank holds. Everything's gonna be a little bit tight through the midsection. All right, after those 2 minutes, you're gonna still stay in that same kind of plank position, but drop the hips and let the whole abdomen stretch out, okay? If you want to, you can let your thighs rest on the ground so you can relax more, but just really try to relax your core and let it actually stretch out because of all the work it's been doing. All right.
How's it going, y'all? Wednesday endurance workout. This can also be done on a Thursday or a Friday or a Monday or a Tuesday, right? But it's basically another workout that you can introduce throughout your week, however you would like. Now, what we're doing today is it's gonna start off with a 10-minute run. So it's not a distance that you're really working off of. You're just going out for 10 minutes. You kind of think of the first few minutes of this, the first 5 minutes even, kind of as like a warm up, and then start to increase your pace as you're going. After you do your 10-minute run, what you're gonna wanna kind of do 5 minutes out and then 5 minutes back, because you're gonna have a 15-minute weighted walk after that. So you're gonna wanna have your bag ready to go. This could be a weight vest if you're one of the people that have those. If you've got a backpack, grab that, throw in some water bottles, throw in a water jug, throw in some canned food, throw in whatever you can to create some weight. As heavy as you are comfortable with walking for 15 minutes. And we want to try to walk at a very quick pace with this, right? It's not just a casual walk in the park. It's like as if you're walking with a destination in mind. All right, so for this part here, you're going to want to walk out about 7.5, 8 minutes, and then turn around and come back, because you're going to ditch the weight, and then you're going to go out for a 10-minute power walk. Now this is going to feel like the batter that was in the batter that's in the box getting warmed up, right, with the donut on the back. You're going to take that backpack off. You're going to feel super light. Your goal here, you're not running, because running is going to be easy for you at this point. I want you to walk. I want you to walk as fast as you can. Get your arms moving, big steps, squeeze the butt. Try to create as much speed through that walk as possible. Again, go 5 minutes out, 5 minutes back. If you can get yourself, if you've got a way to track your mile pace, either with a watch or on a phone, download a Strava, Run Club app, whatever it is. See if you can get your walk pace down to like a 12-minute mile, which is cooking if you're just walking. So have fun.